like to sit back and relax, and for my birthday I decided I'm gonna review a shitty movie. We are going to be reviewing Little Panda Fighter. It is one of my favorite shittiest movies. It is a length of 50 minutes, and we're gonna watch it together. So, the plot of this movie is about a small town panda bear who works in a boxing / bar establishment. And the whole gist of the movie is there's this panda called Pancata who is like just the right-hand man of Polaris, who runs this bar where they do boxing stuff and boxing things happen. But Pancata's not much of a boxer now, is he? Let's ask my boyfriend.
What are you talking about, babe? I clearly remember him winning in a few of those fights. Don't you remember?
Listen, I remember a lot of things about this movie, right? And one of the things that I remember is Pancata is not a very good fighter. So let's go to our first clip of this show.
Stop the daydreaming, Pancata. That floor ain't gonna mop itself, you know.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Polaris. I guess I must have drifted off for a second. It won't happen again, sir, I promise. I'll get this floor done in no time.
Here we are, fight night, and I got a panda pipe dreaming all over the joint.
They must have been doing more than smoking a joint when they made this movie. This movie is awful. As you can tell, the animation's not that great, and the voice acting is better left to chopping wood with an axe. And you're gonna start seeing why as soon as other characters come in. You're gonna see their character designs and how ugly they are.
Pipe dreaming all over the joint.
Fight night. Big deal. Who cares about some dumb old fight night?
You better watch yourself, Pancata. If the boss catches you goofing off again, you'll be daydreaming on the unemployment line. Boy, pandas.
What does that even mean, boy, pandas? Like, what is wrong with her? And, like, the voice acting, could they not have done that take, like, more than once, please? Can we please actually get somebody to stand up and be like, hey, our voice acting is awful. Maybe we should do, like, 3 more takes before we just go ahead and ship it off for major retail sales.
Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Sweet Bear is shaking off that pounding and is ready for more. Folks, this fight ain't over yet. It's a battle of the bears, and I gotta tell ya, Sweet Bear is looking pretty sweet up there. Everyone's wondering if Sweet Bear's got the goods to strip free Teddy of his title. As you know, Teddy hasn't lost a fight in 2 years. This could be the night that anything happens. Oh, talk about your open up, ladies and gentlemen. Can this mean victory for Sweet and defeat for Teddy?
Sweet Bear got his ass rocked. He got bodied with that punch. He got punched out of the atmosphere by Freak Teddy. I'm not even sure what is happening, but a random boxing match happens, and that is just where this movie's going. And it just keeps going and going and going. And the parts of it just feel like they go for longer than what they really are. So let's press on.
It's another victory for Teddy Thunders, and that would make his 45th in a row. Isn't that exciting?
I don't believe it. He's killing me, this guy. He wins every time. That's why no one comes to the fights no more. It's a joke. There's no suspense anymore. Everyone knows he's gonna win. Freak Teddy is putting me out of business, I tell you.
Yeah, sure. Just like when you were fighting Polaris. No one could beat you either. You were champ for 3 years until you retired and opened this place.
What I wouldn't do to get back in the ring. I'd show that Thunder Chump a thing or two.
Don't even think it. You get back in the ring and you lose the club. Don't forget, it's in the contract you signed.
Yeah, I know. I'd lose the club, as if you'd let me forget.
Can I get you anything, Mr. Grizzlepuss? A Kleenex, perhaps?
No thanks there, honey bun. I gotta settle up my bets here.
Oh, man. That Teddy's really something, isn't he?
He's all right. I mean, if you like him tall, tough, and muscly all over.
Uh-huh.
So, a major plot hole I found in this movie, and I've always questioned every time I watch it, why doesn't Polaris train Teddy Love? He already seems like he has a lot of promise. Just train him and he'll be a better fighter, and maybe he beat Freak Teddy. But no, he doesn't do that. This movie's not about him. It's about Pancata and his stupid fucking dancing.
It's a joke! It's a joke!
Gonna fight no more. It's a joke.
Teddy is putting me out of business, I tell you.
Yeah, sure. Just like when you were fighting Polaris. No one could beat you either. You were champ for 3 years.
Yeah, who is it?
Pardon me, Mr. Polaris.
Yeah, Pancata, come on in.
Well, sir, I was
That has to be the slowest walk animation I have ever seen in a movie. He walks directly into the office. So slow. He just walks in there. And then when they go in there and he talks to his boss says his place is just dead like a morgue. Like, there's morgues in this universe? Like, what the hell is happening here? What is happening with this plot?
Well, sir, I was wondering if you don't mind, I'd like to go home early tonight.
Well, that depends. Did you finish cleaning the ring?
Yes, sir.
Silverware polished?
Spick and span.
Dishes all washed?
Not many to wash, but they're done.
Well then, no skin off of my back. It has been a pretty slow night tonight. We got nothing but slow nights lately. Place reminds me of a morgue. Go on, get out of here.
Oh, Mr. Polaris, don't let it get you down. Business will pick up soon. After all, even Freak Teddy can't win forever.
2 years, Pancata. 2 years he's been the champion. And as long as he stays at the top of the heap, this joint will be on the bottom.
Well, he is very popular.
Sure, Thunders might have been popular when he started out, but we're talking 2 years. The public is fickle, kid. Who wants to go to a boxing match when the same goopy guy keeps winning? Problem is, there's no one good enough to challenge him.
I bet you could give Freak Teddy a run for his money.
Sure, I could knock that overgrown furball out in 2 rounds flat.
Well then, why don't you jump in the ring and challenge him, Mr. Polaris? Tell you the truth, I've never been much of a boxing fan. I find it a little too violent. It's just not my thing. I pretend to like it.
So you pretend, huh?
That's right. It's all an act, sir.
That's it! That's it!
What's it, Mr. Polaris?
You just gave me a great idea, kid.
So sorry I'm late, Master Jin.
Please go put on the proper attire for chanting the mantra. You're interrupting my meditation.
You see, I was chatting with my boss at the club, and before I knew it, I was...
Make it snappy.
Yes, Right away, Master Jin. I swear I won't be late again, I promise.
Ah. Your mind wanders all over the place.
Me? Wander? Of course not.
But walk into a room and take almost a minute to walk into that room, we'll do that. Fight people, won't do that either. There's a lot of things that he will and won't do. And as you see in this movie, the plot just doesn't move forward fast enough. So we're going to start cutting parts into the serious more parts where he washes his laundry and he dances some more. And then he preps to pretend to be in a fight. Take those better.
You called me, Mr. Polaris?
That's right, Pancata. You gave me a great idea the other day.
I gave you a great idea? Me?
Yep, and today's the day we're gonna put that idea into action.
Yeah?
Yeah, I present to you the Great Bear of Mystery.
You know, I think maybe you've been working a little too hard, Mr. Polaris.
I'm not Polaris. I am the Great...
Watch as he does laundry. The great laundry man doing laundry like a responsible adult panda, I guess. Only the most intense laundry washing scenes in movies. Top number one, right there, bam. Best laundry scene I've ever seen. And as that, would rate this, would never watch it again, but would rate this a 10. Thank you.
Well, Pancata, tonight's the big night.
That's right. It's made all the newspapers. Look at the headlines.
Boy, I can hardly wait to put on that costume. You did remember to wash my costume, didn't you, kid?
Oh, don't you worry. I remembered all right. Nice and fresh and clean. All ready for you.
Well, if it's so nice and fresh and clean, why ain't I wearing it, kid?
Well, I tell ya, I just have to press it, that's all. We don't want your beautiful costume all wrinkly on your big night. I'll go take care of that right away. Back in a jiffy.
In this corner, weighing in at over 800 pounds, the national heavyweight champion for 2 consecutive years, the dangerous, fabulous Freak Timmy!
All right, come on, champ, yeah.
And entering the ring, a brand new challenger, weighing in at 700 pounds, please welcome the Great Bear of Mystery!
The only thing mysterious about this not-so-great bear is how long it'll take before he starts screaming for his mama.
Folks, it looks like our competitors are ready. Gentlemen, please remove your robes and let the battle begin!
Oh! I don't believe it! Could it be? It looks like like Pancata!
Nah, it can't be. He's over there mopping the floor.
You promised me, movie, that there's not another shitty dance scene about to happen. Because I feel like there's a shitty dance scene about to happen, and I may lose my goddamn marbles when I see it.
Look, Mr. Grizzlepuss, it is Pancata!
Wow. We are not only got dancing scenes, long walking scenes, but now, we have a big mystery unfolding. This just makes me so happy to know that detectives are coming in on this one.
Look, Mr. Grizzlepuss, it is Pancata! No wonder he was saying all those silly things this morning.
You're right, that dopey kid must have a death wish.
He couldn't possibly think he can beat Freak Teddy.
So, Pancata gets mistaken for Polaris. So Polaris' suit shrinks and they think Pancata is the one who fights. Pancata was dancing or some bullshit. I don't know, it felt like a fever dream. I don't know if I was there. I know you were there, but I wasn't there. There was just nothing there of substance. But anyway, they think that Pancata is the masked fighter. And so Polaris books him another fight and wants to go in and fight for him, but knows that if he goes in and fights for him, he'll be found out. So he trains Pancata for a second fight, and that goes about as well as you expected. Let's go to that.
Amazing, Pancata! Totally sensational! Who'd have thought a sweet guy like you had it in ya?
But how? I mean, I didn't know you were there.
Oh, I was there, buddy boy, and I saw everything. I tell ya, that jump was the best part of it all. Sensational! I didn't know you could do stuff like that.
Okay.
Hey now, if it isn't the man himself. You sure been holding out on us, kid. You're a gold mine. From now on, buddy, I'm betting on Pancata.
So, did you hear about last night?
Oh, sure. Everyone's been really nice about it.
Are you nuts? You loco in the head? You're acting like you're the guy who beat Teddy.
But it was me.
That's what everyone thinks. But I know and you know that it was me. Even though everyone thinks it was you, which is funny because it wasn't.
I sense your mind is not on rehearsal. Perhaps your mind is heavy with things other than dance.
No, I'm fully committed, Master. Got my mind exactly where it should be.
Sorry, I think you're lying. I think you're distracted. You know, I wasn't born yesterday.
I guess you could say I had a pretty stressful day today.
just a wild guess, but does the stress come directly from that lady friend you spoke to me about a while ago?
No. Maybe a little. Well, she's part of it anyway. I guess the good news is that she finally noticed me.
Thunder's itching for a rematch with you, kid.
But you mean already?
I think he wants to wear that belt again before the fur grows back.
But we don't want to rush into anything, do we, boss?
The iron is hot now, kid. We got the public smack dab where we want them. We can't lose them now, can we? We gotta give them what they want and fast. Now, if we're gonna pull this off, we gotta knuckle down and brainstorm.
Mr. Polaris, as you know, I'm not much of a fighter,
You
but...
really got nothing to worry about, kid. I'll be the one in the ring, see?
Well, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You see, I want to be the one to fight Teddy Thunders.
What? Have you lost your mind, son? That's the craziest thing I ever heard.
But I figured out I do like how it feels to be treated like a champ, Mr. Polaris. So that's why I want to be a real champ, you know what I mean? It's a matter of personal pride, you see?
Kankata, you're not a fighter. You're a dancer. Leave the fighting to me. All I want you to do now is sign this challenge card.
I'll sign it. But I'm telling you, I'm the one who fights.
Haven't you been listening? I'm not letting you near that ring. You got that? I fought Thunders the last time. I'm going to fight him this time, and I don't want...
They really did the door, him opening the door and him walking down really slowly to talk to his boss again, didn't they? They did it again, and this is like the third time they've done this, and it's just filler for this stupid movie. But anyway, we're gonna fast forward to Pankata's training, which goes miserably, and I feel like after that, there's not much prep for him to go and fight.
I'm going to fight him this time, and I don't want to hear any more from you.
Mr. Polaris, I am prepared to blow the whistle to everybody, including the papers. Unless you unconditionally allow me to go into the ring against Teddy Thunders. One way, fairly and squarely.
Pankata, you don't know what you're getting yourself into.
It's too late. I've made up my mind. It's time for me to fight.
It has been announced that former national heavyweight champ Rick Teddy and current champion Pankata will take to the ring once again for an exciting rematch. Pankata stated recently that he is very confident, while his challenger gritted his considerable fangs and called Pankata's success beginner's luck.
I gotta say, for some reason...
This is going to be a really long day.
kid. You're not on one of those shake diets, are ya?
He'll be shaking tonight.
As I was saying, the exciting new national heavyweight champion who needs no mask and no introduction, Pancada!
Honey, I knew the turnout would be good for this fight, but you should see how many bets I took.
I've never seen so many customers here. I've already made a week's worth of tips.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Pancada the fighter's a gold mine.
Remember what I told you, kid? Duck and weave, duck and weave!
I feel like having my protein bar. I wasn't even this nervous at my audition for the Dance Academy.
Ixnay on the nerves, kid. You know what to do. Now get out there and do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's not the same possible, but the Pancada became in the first round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Pancada, what do you think you're doing? Is this a frolic in the woods or a fight?
Sorry. I think Teddy Thunder's damaged my cornea.
Listen, kid. You get in that ring or I'll damage the rest of you. You hear me? Sweet Panda, you wouldn't made me angry. You shouldn't have done that. Oh, so that's it? Playing games, huh? Well, I'll show you two can play that game, but only one can win, Panda Punk.
So we find out this was all a ruse. Pancada was picked to fail anyway and lose. So Polaris makes a shit ton of money, gives the club to Pancada, and he turns it into a dance bar. That's it.
Mr. Polaris, may I talk to you, sir?
What's on your mind, Pancada?
Well, sir, I was wondering if I could talk to you about the fight last night.
I'd say it wasn't exactly a night to remember, was it, champ?
That's just it. I wanted to apologize to you. It was all my fault. I'm the one who insisted on fighting. I made a mess of everything, and I let everybody down. How can you ever forgive me?
Buck up, Pancada. That's all in the past. And believe it or not, things are looking brighter and brighter by the minute around here.
Brighter, boss?
Do my eyes deceive me? I may actually have lost all of my marbles, but something smells fishy around here.
Remember when you were in training and I kept saying, I knew you could beat that overgrown furball?
Sure, I remember. And then I went and fumbled everything all up.
Well, I was lying. I knew there was no way a tubby little panda could beat a monster like that. I only said those things to motivate you, that's all.
But then this tubby little panda went and let everybody down. I can't live with this constant torture.
Well, that was Little Panda Fighter, and my review on it is a solid 3 out of 10. It is a shit movie based on Kung Fu Panda. It's a money grab, but I think it's funny for some of the parts. Really likes to hold on to the fact that they can do walk-in scenes better than your current day Marvel movies, but that's just me. I think that this movie tries to do a lot of things, and one of the things it does not do well is storytelling. And I think that this studio should stick to telling better stories. But that doesn't happen because this studio is the kind of studio that pump and dumps. Thank you for watching.
Right? I've got other plans for the establishment.
Show me your ticket, please, madame. Table 17. Yo, 17!
Don't worry, Pancata. Everything's going to be fine.
Yeah. You can say that again.
Oh! Yeah, you're yanking my fur again, ain't ya?